Hello everyone, we'll be starting soon. I'm getting everything set up and then we'll be good to go, so please bear with me as I do so. Right, that, this here seems to be good. I think. Right, that. Yep. Everything seems fine so far. No drop frames or anything, so yeah, we're good to go. So hello everyone, welcome to another stream of LA Noire. We had left off last time after being disgraced and thrown down from our high throne on the vice desks after finding out we possibly had an affair with a German singer. We got put on probation, and now we're back. We're now playing on the arson desk. We did our first case last time, where some houses had caught fire, and it was due to some of the boilers that were being used having their filters reversed. We are now in the second case, and we'll see what we're going from there. As I mentioned, I was thinking about the previous case after we did it last stream, and I kind of figured that it was kind of weird how that worked out in the end, because it felt like it was similar to what was going on with the murder cases. Because with the murder cases, we ended up finding out that none of the people that were convicted or were, thought to be the murderers or something were actually the murderers. It was all one guy that we found at the end of like the final case. This one feels sort of similar. I don't think it was either of those two that ended up starting the fires in those houses, because it doesn't. There's no real motive beyond that, and they do seem genuine that they were like, "I didn't do this" kind of thing. But hey, who knows? Maybe there's more later on that will answer those questions. For now, we got to start our next case and see what we can get from there. So, without further ado, let us begin. I only got to have 5 hours sleep today. Yay! I need to pause that download. I forgot that was still downloading. I get an uptick in stream quality now. Ugh. Hey, Rapatron, welcome. What? What do you mean it exited unexpectedly? Retry. Cancel. What? Huh? It's still loading. I told you to cancel and you're still loading? Okay. There we go. Oddly enough, so did I. Woke up late for work only to get there and be turned away because they had no power. Wow. Mine wasn't anything like that. Mine was just personal things, issues. I guess is the best way to describe it. Right. Is it showing up on there? Yes. I need to refresh restream. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now I need to make sure my settings didn't get all messed up because it did that. No, they're all what I left them on. Yeah, everything seems to still be the same. I don't know why it was saying that, oh, you might want to reset all your settings. You want to do that? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Right. Resume. A walk in Elysian Fields. Everything's popping into existence. Origami. A truly evil practice. Why is it that it's like origami's used by a lot of serial killers and stuff in like media? Very weird. I guess because it's like an obsessive thing, so they're trying to make it imply that they're obsessive with what they do.
At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Okay. Remember I not register what he said? Probably sound like he said north instead of north. North Hobart.
An Englishman and Irishman
walking to the bar. Bartender looks up and says,
I want a different outfit. Suits, take an extra dose of damage and stay standing. Harder and take more punches before going down. Straight guard on Colt 45. Let's go with... I like that he has a waistcoat in this one. I wish there were more outfits that did have that. I really wish this was better. It's too orange.
now the DA wants my head.
I have to say, there's something wrong with this. This looks like it wasn't textured properly. I don't know.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Only evil people make origami, yeah.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all fair in love and war.
Go.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Hirsch. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Any Century in a 211 in
Shit,
progress,
right,
522 South Hill Street, unit to Hill, code 3 identified.
He's still in custody, Hirsch.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
I mean, true. Make sure he keeps the hat is the source of his powers. Yeah, I'll try. Sometimes his hat just flies off. You need to get a chin strap for that thing so it stays on. Out of my way. Ow, that fence is made out of concrete or something. Jeez. Whatever happened about trying to make things destructible? I don't mean like everything. There was a period of time during games, all that stuff, where they tried to make as much things as destructible as possible. Just look at, what was it, the Mars game. was it like Revolution or something? Revolution or something? Where you could like go around on Mars and you had like a hammer, you could break down buildings by taking out the supports and that kind of thing. I miss those kind of games. I want more of those. Like, you know, even basic interpretations of that where, you know, you can run into fences and it destroys the fence. Or you run through a billboard and it destroys the billboard. You can do it sometimes in this when you see it when you're chasing someone, but that's very specific things. Most of the time you can't do that outside of cases. Okay, how far out is this? Because it feels like it's taking forever to get there. All the way down there? Rusty, you're driving.
Can you drive to this one?
The heck?
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
11K, roger. Your 211 is at Booze Brothers Cafe, 522 South Hill Street, 11K, handle code 3.
Oh, what happened to you? Cafe holder.
I don't like the look of this.
You know the drill. Hand over your money or get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy.
Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2.
LAPD. Try to
Saved
shoot
you.
someone with a gun of his own.
These like gangsters? Why do they have like freaking military weapons? What did he say? I saved them. I did the right thing by shooting that guy in the face before I even spoke to him. I will say that the guy did look familiar, though. Weirdly enough. Actually, you drive because
You can
it's
drive.
25. 35? Pretty far.
Boy, let's take it to better days.
Yeah, house fire, 12:11 p.m. LA is big. I don't doubt it, especially now. This was like back when it was first established. Or nearabouts. Suburban redevelopment. What's happened this time? This house is mostly static still.
I hope you have strong stomachs.
Are we sure it's safe to come in here? Oh god.
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Looks like Cole's about to say something, then he decided to just not say anything. Because the cutscene ended. Ugh.
What are they doing?
Praying?
Prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
Ah. Makes sense. I thought you would have known that, Cole, seeing as there was a guy that was burning stuff in one of the flashbacks.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
That was being respectful. I don't know how that would come across.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
You got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Oh.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
It does seem personally invested, I guess would be the right word in this. It kind of seems like he wants it to just be justified. Oh god, the entire lower floor is flooded.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Liars. Hammer. Is this supposed to be a boiler? Why does it look like a monster? Jeez. Water heater explosion? Probably, yeah. I just didn't think the water would still be coming out. Oh, baseball. Oh man, signed by Jimmy Ruth? Or was it Baby Ruth? I don't know. One of those baseball players. Flashlight or a torch. I'm surprised this torch is still in one piece. Biggs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around. Work the neighbors.
I do remember that, actually.
I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
Smoke?
I think I see a body.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
No, I'm a fancy fireman. Why is your side of the house like... Oh, I guess because of the explosion. What's up, man?
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck.
Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Okay. I really hope I just haven't locked myself, because the investigation music was still going. So I'd rather not miss that. Okay. Guess I'll check afterwards.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You don't look sure about that. I don't have any evidence to say you were, but I'll doubt you.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis
I like
want
this
to sell?
guy.
I don't know.
I think you do know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Wow.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
I mean, if it wasn't it also run by the same people? Who was running the competition? Well, I don't know. I mean, he might not know that, and he doesn't seem to be acting weird or anything. So I'll be truthful on that.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Okay, music's still going. That's great. Wait, I went right through the wall. Sand pit. I've never actually seen a sand pit in someone's garden before. Interesting.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Oh. Oh wait, there's footprints here.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while.
Baron?
Brand looks distinctive.
Or is it Cataleron? Cataron.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Is that like an army shoe?
Standard man's dress shoe.
Guess it's not relevant. No mud on it, so I don't think it's this guy. The music is still going, which means there's still something here. Question of what?
Three blondes walk into a bar. You think one of them would have seen it?
Doghouse. There's no dog. Hello.
Looks like the
There's no
same
Barley
model.
again. Ramon Nieves. They didn't really offer any information for that. Newspaper! Housing development burns. Ex-serviceman irate as GIL houses razed. 5 more dead. North Hobart Boulevard blaze. Police chasing potential firebug. Rancho Escondido on Fountain Avenue left in ruins.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Wow.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
This is what happens when you just drug people who are who have gone through trauma to make them think that they're fine and then start fires. Oh. 10 out of 13, just 3 more left. We've pretty much looked everywhere, right? I don't think there's anything else here because the music has stopped, but I don't know if that just counts for specific things. Alright, let's talk to the guy. Suspicious activity.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Yeah.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
What if you fold multiple thousands? Do you get multiple wishes? Or is it just the first 1,000?
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
Want to buy your old home today? Fold 2,800.
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Leyland Monroe. Elysian Fields? Question mark? I can't do anything more with this, so I guess that's that.
Oh, I see you already have one.
This one has the bottom part.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Interesting. I need to make a call.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
It's like an irate policeman.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli farm.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe. He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
That's not suspicious at all.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end.
I
We
don't
should
know
check
about
out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Just going to quickly walk up here just in case the music starts up again. No, I think we found everything. Why did I open the map? I meant to go to my location thing. Although I do notice that there are a lot of more question marks now. Alright, let's go. Whee! Get in the car, Biggs. Yep.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shoot.
Okay, how far out is that? If it's too far, you can take me, Rusty, Biggs, whatever. Whatever your name is.
Any central unit identified.
You are taking me.
You're behind the wheel.
Get a move on. I'm also so glad that they actually do it for the ones when you highlight the new side thing.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit identified.
I identify as the central unit.
11K, go ahead.
Car 11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate bus station at Beverly and Union. Code 2.
The bus stop shooting. Hello.
What's the situation?
Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
Uh-oh. Going in. First. Shotgun time.
We don't want any civilian casualties. She's on the lam. On the floor.
Oh. Double. That was easy. And then the game broke because I did it so fast. He's got low resolution shoes. Oh, you have a little stuff on your. You know what? Never mind. We'll go away. Take me to the next
You
case
drive.
location.
I need to go over the case notes.
Yep. One of those songs where I don't understand the words except for yep, and I killed nobody but my husband. Car's still moving, Cole.
You know, There are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
That's a lot of burned houses.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America, dickhead.
sir. Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Wow.
Come back here. You're not getting off that. That's done it. We're gonna have to pacify these boys.
I'm gonna bust you right in the mouth.
You're welcome to try. Get knocked out! I know your house is burnt down, but there's no reason to
showed
start a
up when you
riot.
did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Boom. So many houses. Look at all of them. Just burnt down. What are you doing? Brick.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick.
So you're telling me they
Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Makes sense. They're building these houses quickly.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Hey, you're the one that suggested it, not me, so if it's in trouble, it's your fault. Is this fake grass? Or are they just like cutting it up because they put it down in slabs first because there's nothing here before? There might be more of a realistic expectation on that. Alright, they're not people. Elysian Fields. You will answer all of my questions.
I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole.
Jump time! Or maybe
we'll know
not.
where we've been if we try to retrace our steps.
Out of my way. Why is my sound wobbling? Nothing is happening.
Come on!
Left and left and left and left again, and I'm right up your ass.
What the hell? Okay, Cole. This looks more like a house than a freaking development fund. I say house, but it's more like a mansion.
No. Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Never get in a fight with ugly people.
Does he have like 2 secretaries?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Why does he have 2?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So yes.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
It won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office. Look at my development funds and my trust bank and whatever. Immediately, his voice made me immediately think that. He's like a smarmy son of a gun. All right.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
A cigar?
Scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields linked to arsons.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise
Is his
on
eyes even
radio
open?
and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
I think one of his eyes is open. I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell if he's lying or not. What's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise to sellers using waybills. I guess. He is being a little weird. His face is animating, so I'm assuming there's something here.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Promotional travel contest.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
You... Hold on a minute. Promotional flyer. What did he say again? We had a family burn out our home, blah, blah, blah. Point is, every time we find a flyer, what do you know about the competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island? My company runs many promotions, I'm not familiar with that one. Well, he's on the freaking flyer, so you would have to know about it.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
I have 100% proof. Right here. Here.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
Leland Monroe something. Achievement Huckster. He's literally like, oh, well, the police and all that are invested in this, so are you saying that they're at fault as well? Oh, you want me to think this because, you know, the police might fire you because you're talking to me. It doesn't matter if you're a friend of the mayor or not. We're supposed to investigate leads. You are a lead.
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way.
By going
That's
through
the
them.
American way.
That is not actually a good thing, as the American way has always been to go wipe them out so we can take over the land. Yeah, you know. Doubt.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history.
Wow.
To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
Yes, because you forced them to see sense, I get. Yeah. I can guess to that.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Yeah, making them out of like really weak cement.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend.
Fidgety?
There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys.
It's
Those
fine.
buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them?
If they had...
The arsonists. Do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills. Do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
Why is he suddenly very helpful?
Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Was it? Just because he's old. Or he's like older.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman does.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
What? I knew that Herbert Chapman was something that we've heard before, but I don't know where.
The boss is a fine man.
Hi, don't mind me. I'm just here to kidnap your
The
phone.
women don't find you handsome?
This is 1947, not 1927. Of course a girl
Operator,
can ask
message
a
for
fella out.
KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault.
Not your fault.
Oh, well, there you go.
Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God! Stop copying me, Phelps.
Well, I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bin it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love.
Oh God! It's
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not going to ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
And you're the one that set me here, so not that well.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
You were still partners.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
This is apartment 8:05 a.m.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
Station Fields, outward Lady Monroe.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Okay, don't
You
highlight
fought at
the
Sugarloaf,
location.
didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
These are modern, elegant houses, priced competitively, just the right size to fit your family like
Maybe we'll speak to Kelso at some point in the future about fires and stuff.
Alicia Fields, building a very good
Left. Get out of my way. You scratch my paint job, I'm gonna get you to pay the bill. Right. Why are those walls covered in barbed wire? Prison? Actually, I think it is a prison.
Please!
Left. Entire road there is blocked off. Where did you stop in the middle of the road? Is it me or do the clouds look a little bit weird on the sky there? We are Chapman's apartment. It's an old man. Oh.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind
Let's
of
take a
problem.
look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Buzzkill.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Yeah, but we had that last time too, and it was wrong. Why does he have gun ammo?
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Do they actually perfectly package it modern time now in like little square like compartments in a bullet box? I don't know because you can't get those here. So do they just have that? I thought they kind of just put them in there loose, but they're kind of packed together so they don't move about. And a bunch of these flyers.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
But it's the guy on the phone. Didn't you read the newspaper call and see the flashback?
Holy cow. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
And he holds up the entire
Son
crowd.
of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Oh, it's the
I'll call
cops.
this in,
Better
get some
perform
cars
crimes.
dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on...
Do I run it or do I just chase it?
Suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar, driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I guess I just keep following it. Miracle. Yeah. Is this enough on his ass? I'm like right up it.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
There we go.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Get out of there. Oh! No! He just opened fire. I couldn't even, arrest him. I'm probably gonna have to chase him again, aren't I?
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Maybe I should just
I'll
run
call
him
this
over.
in, get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound.
Shoot his tires out.
Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar, driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Why aren't you shooting his tires, damn it?
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. No! You gotta get me closer! Hold him tight, Cole. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
There you go.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Yeah, I guess.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. Couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? Be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Yes, and he is. But they don't know that yet. That doesn't happen until like a year or two later. Is it in the 40s or 50s he gets found out with that?
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
Watergate was 1972. Okay. Much later than I thought.
Hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
And
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
A walk in Elysian Fields, 13 out of 13, 8 out of 8. This is actually quite a short case. Only 4 stars. Oh. Chapman takes his motive and any possible ties to Monroe and Elysian Fields to the grave. House of Sticks.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
I'm playing as Kelso now? I don't want to! Elsa Lichman, dear Miss Lichman, pertaining to the matter policy number blah blah blah, and the sudden death of Mr. Louis Jan Bushwalter, I am writing to inform you that you have been named as the sole beneficiary of Mr. Bushwalter's estate. Please find attached a checkman of $20,000. That's a lot of money back then. It's a lot of money now, but it was more so back then. The maximum payable amount in accordance with the clause 4A of the Life Care, Disability, and Accidental Death policy with which Mr. Walter held. Wish to dispute the settlement, you may contact our account management office by return mail or phone during office hours.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
September 23rd, 1947, 20,000.
I don't accept the
What do you
settlement.
mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
It was the only case file. I don't know why you had trouble finding it. Approved. Elysian Fields Developments, Normandy Avenue, latitude, longitude. Dining room, kitchen, parlor, porch, roof, bedroom, bedroom. He has 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Wait, really? You have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom? If you have 3, I think you need at least 1 extra bathroom.
There's got to be more in these files.
California Fire and Life, Elysian Fields, loss damage not exceeding that many. On Employer Fields, development, Louis John Backwater was killed on the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. 8:30 in the morning, Miss Walter was ascending the roof structure of the property in the Normandy Avenue, but the rafter broke, fell approximately 23 feet to the ground. For several ceiling joists to snap, and these fell inward along with part of the prefabricated roof truss.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall.
Cranium was shattered.
Sorry for your loss.
He sustained significant internal injuries as a result of the falling timber and died of internal hemorrhaging approximately 10 minutes after the initial roof collapse. Independent testing of the ridge beam and roof truss was determined that faults in the timber were undetectable prior to installation. Witnesses report that Mr. Bushwater was following all safety protocols. It is the opinion of this investigation that the death of Louis constitutes a genuine and unavoidable industrial accident. There's nothing else here. Timothy Lee.
I don't mind that you're talking, so long as you don't mind that I'm not listening.
I supposed to be finding out anything else in this? Where is the log? Here we go. Case file. I guess that's all of it. Because there's nothing else here that really points to anything else. So.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
He also has a book. And he also can draw really well. What the hell? He's cold, too.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
Something. Yeah, she's like looking up and down. She changed her head position.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
Mentioned to Buckwalter.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
Uh-huh. That's another doubt, I think.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
Ellis Island. Okay. Motive for dispute.
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
I don't see any lie with that. Look at the truth.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, not the phone number.
Are you flirting with her? Jesus, Kelso.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs.
Okay.
Come on, I'll lock you up.
Don't I get a hat? Oh, Kelso. Is it me or is Kelso like more square shaped than Cole is? Cole's a little slimmer.
He's only a writer. He can't really help me.
Oh, you tricked me. You owe me $10,000 in damage.
Going crazy.
To my ego. Oh, great. He's one of those guys who plays freaking golf in his office.
You wanted to see me?
And has a fireplace.
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman
Man
in the lobby.
chooses a slave obeys.
The weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
What you do?
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Call me Curtis.
Fine, Jack. Fine.
No, actually,
You know,
just do
I
your
have the
job.
greatest confidence in you.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Fine pair of lungs. Yeah. I don't know what he means by that. I mean, obviously he's talking about singing, but the way he's saying it sounds... It's supposed to be, like, sexual in a way, but I'm like, what are you going to do to her lungs?
Your car, Mr. Kelso?
You have a chaperone?
Thanks, kid.
You're more fancy than Cole. Cole drives himself everywhere. He's like a normal guy. You're like, oh, I have people to do the things for me. Ugh.
California drivers.
You know what'd be so weird is that you're just driving along and you suddenly hear KGPL. I'm like, what? He's not a police officer. Why is he getting a call? What? Turns out Kelso moves like a superhero at the end of the day. Shortcut. Yeah! Yeah, I'm doing it! I think that act requires holding your breath. True. Oh, we're here. He's here now. Legion Field site, 11:29 a.m. That's not weird. That's a weird calendar. Paper. Portland cement.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Base building sand, coarse. 1/4 graded aggregate. I don't know what the actual measurements for actually creating cement is, but apparently that's wrong. Order of demolition. The City of Los Angeles, pursuant to Section 191, Part 1, Section A, bracket, or of the
bulldozing and starting again.
Hereby orders that any building work at the Normandy Avenue subdivision associated with the incident on blah 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 will be immediately demolished and all building materials removed from the site. Notice September 22nd, 1947. There's another one. It's like a...
Leland Monroe. The man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Delays will not be tolerated. My bank fund will not accept that. Oh, that's it? Okay.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Are you seriously going to
Looks
stop
like
fighting?
you do.
Wow!
I came to see the house where Lou
2
Buckwalter
punches and he's
died.
out.
You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
One part cement, 2 parts sand, 3 parts gravel. So it's mostly gravel. Gravel and sand. All gravel. There is.
The place falls down, and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
Not for construction use. Literally says it right there. Why is it not? Kidney and headshots are deadly. Yeah.
Let's try to piece this together. That's not right.
Wait. Is that going to say Keystone props?
They don't quite fit.
No, not Keystone props. Keystone Films.
The heck? Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Cheapskates. Are you serious? You gonna try and kill me? Wow. He punched me. I must kill him.
Son of a bitch.
Shoot you.
Sorry, pal. Just when I thought we were starting to get on.
I actually can just kill him. Okay. Jack Kelso is really a bad guy. He literally just killed a person and was like, "It did nothing personal, pal."
You're a real asshole, you know that?
He'll never find out.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is
You can just call like this if you're not a police officer?
658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Get on the floor and jam. I wonder if I could have just left the guy or if I had to shoot him. I mean, I did what I did. Stone Film Studio. Let's go. Joe.
Bad driving.
Yeah, boy. Well, Kelso's not a police officer, so he doesn't have a fitness report.
I ain't got time for this.
Kelso's a lot angry when he drives. A lot more angrier than Cole. You know what? Screw it. Just run over everyone. Bye. Keystone Film Company.
Hi, Mac. I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
All right. Hopping time! Huzzah! This chair must be important. Oops. Barrels. It's a horsey. Hello, horsey. Why did they just leave you in the middle like this? Interrupt LA Noire to bring you Crazy Taxi. Yeah, pretty much. Oops. Film reel. Who just needs film reels?
Let's see what the rich and powerful have to say for themselves.
Open it. It's missing.
The reel should be nearby.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment.
Why did they just have this?
Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor.
District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity.
I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry. Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser. So,
this is where they make the
new
flashbacks.
development selling, Leland.
Cannot throw him up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray.
Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now that's why we fought this.
You want to give people homes? How dare
telling
you?
It's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money. The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis.
So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
Well,
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment.
what's next? Feeding kids? Yeah, pretty much. I don't think that's everything, though. Let's keep
speed up
looking
housing
around.
development for returning GI.
Because we didn't find anything about the wood that was being used. We just found this random thing. Something? No, it's just some stuff. Some crates. Got some minis. When free school lunches were proposed, that was called dangerous and communism. Wow. More worried about feeding kids and being in communism than actually trying to help people. Oh. Inferior quality.
It's
Not
one way to
construction
keep
rules.
your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
So we're right about it. Was in the last few years.
So this is where their lumber comes from?
Eastern white pine, 20 by 20 by 200, quantity 216. Eastern white pine, 432. Eastern white pine, 216. School lunch debt is a thing in America? There's a lunch debt? What? There's a newspaper.
Operator, think you could put me through to police dispatch? Thanks.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Lou Buckwalter.
Can
All
you
he
put
did
me
was,
through
like,
to Michigan 221?
Okay.
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen.
Please let me look at the newspaper that's there.
Thanks for your help.
God, no! It's fading to black! No! That's a lot of people wanting to get in. What is her accent? It's supposed to be German.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
He just waved and then left? That was a weird thing to do, but sure. And then he's just going home, I guess. Or through the back. Yeah, over this.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger.
I mean,
You've involved him in something.
Almost died.
No idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
Smooch, smooch. The affair was real. Don't do it in the alleyway. Jeez, no. Okay, Cole. And I thought your Franziska voice was bad? Hey, that's not fair. I think she's actually supposed to be German. Let me see if I can find her. It might actually say as the person that plays her, Elsa Lichtman. Elsa, how do you spell it again? Ah, Lich, as in like Lich. Got it. She's a singer. The actor is Erika Haynatz. Oh, she's an Australian model and actress. Okay. So I guess she isn't like a German speaker. But she was born in Germany. Elsa was born in Germany in 1917. But that's the actual person. I mean, that's the character, not the actor. So I'm messing this up. But yeah, all right. Would you prefer it if I did my Francisco voice instead of hers? Oh, I've lost it. I've forgotten how I did Francisca now. Da. Whatever. I don't know. Let's just go get on with the game.
That broad has socks in it.
Legion Field, Site 2. Let's get out of here. I'll try and get the lowest score I can. You know what that means? Out of my way!
Maintain discipline, soldier!
Yeah, kill them all!
Clear it!
I swear, if you butcher Cesaro, I guess we'll find out whoever that is. Probably the character in the next one. In the Great Ace Attorney. Is that a fire hydrant just floating in the air, or was that something else? I think it was one of those parking meters. Actually, that brings up a question. Does America still have those manual coin slot parking meters, or do they have like proper electrical ones now? Put, bank cards in and stuff. The gate will open for me, and no one can stop. How is it locked? There's no chain on it or anything. It's a ghost. course the power's not in yet.
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
They haven't finished building yet, Cole. What? Not Cole. Kelso. What else do you expect? The walls aren't even up fully yet. This violin.
Good thing I'm not thirsty.
There's not even any holes in the sink yet. Hello? Why is the music reminding me of like Ghostbusters?
You lose something, Mac?
Hello.
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
You all gonna say something?
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Punch with the flashlight, yeah.
A tough act's easy to play when it's 3-on-1.
For you to lose some teeth.
All the punches! Punch, punch! I'm never stopping! You're gonna be knocked out, pal! Ugh. I'm kicking all of their butts. Okay, never mind. As soon as it went into a cutscene, I knew I was gonna lose.
You're warned, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Getting dark moon vibes. You really gonna leave the guy in the car unattended just because he's in the boot?
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
The fact that he tried to drink from that and they didn't even do a thing where he says, try pretending that you're drinking for something. It's a little bit weird. Because he was still talking as he was drinking. They didn't even lock the boot properly?
Elsa.
Goodbye. Sorry, I need this car.
What the hell? Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Use alleyways and back streets to get to Elsa's apartment. I am the one being chased now.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
Elsa's not in any danger. What are you talking about? She's fine. Wait, how did they find me already? Oh, there are 2 cars? Hey! Thanks for making me go faster.
What's your problem?
I'm going this way, bye. Hello. Don't mind me. Hey, isn't this the place where the guy jumped? He was up there.
This guy must have escaped a loony bin.
This is the loony bin. Or a 2-door.
Control your car.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Elsa.
Is that the last of them?
I've come to see if you can sing me Frozen. Gotta make myself look pretty for the girl. Even if it didn't do much.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
Laps. Yeah. Kind of figured.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
You're the one closer to the phone. Yeah! Yeah, look at all that damage! 1 star? 4 star. The truth is out on Elysian Fields despite Lena Monroe's best efforts to bury it. Alright, let's see what the next one's going to come up with. More flashbacks.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above. Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head back to Webb's. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom. Weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Oh man, the stock after effects of those explosives is great.
Where's he going? Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in. Who gave that order?
You did.
That did not go well at all. Polite invitation. Medical clinic. He's not even in a hospital. He's in a clinic?
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess.
Wow. First thing you said.
You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
Literally one battle.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess.
Stop calling her princess. It's weird. She's not a little girl. Call her queen or something. Are you going to be here to be like get in on him?
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
We're gonna make good friends, you and I. It's weird that this random DA guy is just like, I know everything and I've come here to give you a new option. You are now a DA agent. We didn't stay here long. How long will we be going for? Almost 2 hours. We've got like 10 minutes left. I think this case is about the same length as the previous one, right? If it's more than 10 minutes, then we'll probably end it there. I think it is more than 10 minutes trying to look into it. I wish there was like a thing that says how long is each case. L.A. Noire case length. Hours, you can see match cases you complete in the statistic menu. It doesn't really say, but I assume it's going to be longer, so we might end it there. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll end it there. It's a little bit early, but, you know, we've got another case to do, so let us get out of this. Quit. Down the stairs strikes again. Right, quit. We shall pick this up next week. It was not a crash. Why are you saying this? No. You closed the game. The game crashed. No, it didn't. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's where we'll end it for today. We shall pick this up on Wednesday next week, where we will be seeing what this will end up getting us to, and whether we're going to be playing as Jack Kelso for the rest of the game, who seems very weird, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to see what we can get up to next time. We will be back with this on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I will have another game set up to go for that day. So look forward to that. We may be doing some more yelling at people. Who knows? Guess we'll find out. But yeah, thank you for joining today. I hope everyone enjoyed. If you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, bell notifications, and all that stuff, so you know when I next stream and get notified, and you help support me with that. And if you want to help support me directly, there's links to Patreon and tips. And if you do become a patron, you get your name added to the list here, where I give you a shout out at the end of every stream, like I do with Hiroru Kuni, the Soulmaster 37, and Rafatron 2000. I thank you for the continued support. I greatly appreciate you all. And we end up switching into a different body and being someone else for a change, and going around and taking people out in 2 punches in most cases. But yeah, until next time, have a nice rest of the day. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Until then, have a good one. Bye. Bye, Rafatron. Thanks for dropping by.